Welcome, wonderful Gemini. This is your May 2022 Astro/Tarot reading. As you can see, I already pre-shuffled the overall energy for you. We're going to start off with the Oracle cards, then we're going to clarify with some Tarot and some Astrology cards. After that, we're going to do the love part of the reading. And last but not least, I'm going to answer a specific question of yours with this beautiful deck here. So before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel it transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way and set the intention now to have a beautiful month. Thank you, Gemini. All right, let's dive right in. We're starting off with the introspection card with the fluorite and Asterion here. Beautiful card, look. Then we have Hijra of Fire, which would, Hijra of Earth, which would be the Page of Earth or Pentacles. We have then the Capricorn energy. Okay. So, no wonder we're starting with the introspection card because we do have your ruler Mercury going retrograde, 10th of May. Okay, so you're used to that energy by now. You know, Mercury goes retrograde quite so often. And so with this introspection card, you are on the first line because Mercury is actually going retrograde from your sign back into Taurus. Okay, so you are really guided to do some introspection here. And this introspection is kind of connected to the earthly matters here with the Page of Pentacles and Capricorn. That's both earthy energy, okay? And I feel it's kind of connected to this full moon eclipse that is happening in your 6th house. That's going to happen also mid-month, okay? So 16th of May, we have full moon eclipse in your 6th house, which is your daily life, work, responsibilities. And it's also connected to Capricorn because we do have sextile to this full moon eclipse from Pluto that is in Capricorn, and we do have a square from Saturn, which is ruler of Capricorn. Okay, so you do have this energy intertwined with this full moon eclipse in your 6th house. So for some of you, you might be finishing a project because she's here somewhere mid-through. For some of you, you might be finishing a project in a month of May, some project that you invested a lot of time in with this Capricorn card. And it's finally gonna be like blooming, end of it, you know. You put all the work in and now you have the result in month of May. So that's for some of you. For other of you, you need to get into introspection mode about where you're gonna invest your energy in, okay? Page of Pentacles is really not afraid to invest their energy in, and they do it kind of in a playful manner as well. But here it says, you know, with Capricorn here, it's all about taking responsibility for what you're manifesting, okay? So I'm guided to talk a bit about Asterion here. So Asterion is a fixed star that is located in Virgo, okay? So Virgo for you rules 4th house of home and roots, and since the home and roots and all this grounded cards here, you might be called in the month of May to really work on your grounding, okay? That's just what we did in the beginning of the video, just to ground yourself with Mother Earth, but maybe spend some time in nature and introspect while you're, you know, doing your things in the garden or just going around in nature, hiking, whatever connected to earth, it will bring you this peace and this clarity, okay? So maybe also doing something like in your hometown. But again, since this is all connected also to the 4th house here, which is your roots, I'm guided to say that maybe for some of you, if you were planning to do some ancestral work and healing in the month of May, it could really do some good for you as well. Okay, so this introspection here, it might be also a way for you to kind of grab on to some old idea that you have in the youth, because Mercury will go retrograde to your 12th house. Okay, and 12th house is a house of hidden talents and past life talents as well. So you might be here called upon to meditate. What talent of yours would you like to bring about again in this new incarnation now? Okay, but let's clarify a bit with the tarot to get more like in detail idea of what's going on here. Okay, you will also have new moon in Gemini, and new moon is going to happen what day? May 30th. So at the end of the month, you have a new moon in your sign that you can use to plant the seed that you have did the introspection on. So you're guided to really think about where you're going to invest this energy in. Okay, this new moon that is going on in your sign in Gemini. So where are you going to go out and about and invest your energy in this year, next year that is coming in? Okay, so let me just clarify one more. All right, so we have 4 cards. I'll take them all. Okay, so as I shuffle, I would like to invite you that you please comment down below what kind of content would you like me to create for you. You know already, besides these monthly readings, I have pick a cards. If you haven't checked those out, please do. They're really nice and fun to make, and I hope you enjoy to watch them too. Okay, and you can also comment what kind of videos would you like me to create, and I'll do that. Alrighty then. Take both yin fixed. Okay, I'm gonna need one. Okay, so we do have a lot of water coming through here. So we have yin, we have water, we have cups here. Okay, house 3 and yang. Okay, that's a lot of cards for you, Gemini. Okay, but let's dive right in. Okay. So for those of you who are looking for a job, it looks like you might have 2 choices here with the Lover's card. Okay, it might be something that you used to do before, or that you wanted to do in your childhood, but then somehow life happened and then you didn't do that job, you did some other job. But it looks like in month of May you do have some kind of possibility to either work something that you love. Either way, you know, it's something that you love now or something that you used to wanted to do as a child, and maybe you have planted some seeds in that area, but you never really stick to it. You never really put in enough energy to make it really into fruition, you know, because every project like the Empress here, you know, bringing a child into the world or any creative project, it's a process, and sometimes it's a painful process because we do have to invest a lot of energy into bringing about the creation. And that's why you're called now to introspect where you're going to put your energy in, because bringing about any project into the 3D reality requires time, requires sacrifice, and requires energy, okay? And some kind of fixation on that particular project, okay? You need to be driven somehow. So again, in the month of May, with your ruler Mercury going retrograde and going back into the 12th house, again, I'm guided to say that's about these cards here. Something that you used to love as a child, or perhaps in a past life, you might be bringing it about and talking about it with house 3 here again, and perhaps deciding to put some real effort and energy to actually finish that project, okay? So for, like I said, for those of you looking for a new job, 2 options here. for those of you who are thinking about some creative project that they have started but somehow they stopped it, you are guided also in month of May to introspect on the idea and think of a way how you can bring it about, because you already do have some roots over there that you planted, some seeds that were planted. You just didn't put enough energy or advertisement into this. Okay. All right. Okay, so with so much water here, meditation can help you actually find the right way, and you know, to be receptive of opportunities as well. It's not all about you going out and about and pursuing things. So you can also allow yourself to receive and attract things. Okay, there needs to be a balance here between yin and yang, between you receiving and you giving. Okay, there needs to be an equal balance. Or if you're working, there needs to be balance between resting and working as well. Okay, there really is a need here for you. That's why your Mercury, your ruler, is going back into the 12th house. 12th house is also resting, okay, and dreaming. So you might also have an idea in your dreams here as well, because Mercury is going into the 12th house of dreams, and you do have Uranus already over there, probably giving you some downloads through your dreams as well. We also do have a lucky abundant aspect going on at the end of the month, about 29th, 30th, but it will be active longer. We have Mars conjunct Jupiter, which is a very lucky and abundant conjunction, and it's happening in your 11th house of dreams and inspiration. So again, something probably that you left behind somehow on the road, you might want to bring it back to life now, because it's this aspect is making a sextile to this new moon that is happening in your sign. That's you, Gemini. Okay, so you might want to actually bring about something that you were dreaming about since you were a little kid, but somehow it got left behind. So it's possible, very, very possible, that in the month of May you decide actually to go through, to push through, and to push this project into life. Okay, it will require, of course, like anything that you want to create, it will require some kind of, you know, process. You know, any creative process is like creating a new life. So the same way females have to go through pain of labor, it's the same with any project that you want to bring about. Okay, so it's understandable. We don't push them all. We, you know, reserve our energy for only the things that really inspire us. And you are guided actually now to really plant some seeds and to put into work. Okay, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, I will move on slowly to the love part of the reading. I'm wishing you the very best of luck into this introspection mode and deciding what you're going to put your energy in and what you're going to bring about into this beautiful world. Okay, all right, so let's dive right in. We have protect your feelings, we have strength with garlic, and we have pratyahara. Okay, love part of the reading. Let me just tune in for a second here. Okay, so for some of you, definitely with this pratyahara, you have left some partnership behind, and people who are not serving you in your best interests. Okay, it took a lot of strength, and with this garlic here, I'm guided to say perhaps some emotional vampires you got out of your system and out of your way, and you learned how to protect your feelings and how to be strong on your own, not needing anybody else. Okay, looks like in month of May you will actually reap the rewards of your hard work and strength. Okay, just keep on doing what you're doing, keep on investing in yourself, and you know, keep your discernment here. The strength card is normally depicted as a female holding a lion, but not in an aggressive way, you know. She's taming the lion with love, you know. But in the case that you can't tame a lion with love, or some kind of person that's in your past, there's always things like garlic and perhaps Kali energy and mantras that you can work with if you still need some kind of protection from somebody in your past, okay? But you are really on the track here. You have actually managed to be so self-sufficient, you know, to be strong, to protect yourself when you need to protect yourself, okay? You're also guided here perhaps to maybe pay attention to your diet. We do have honey and we do have garlic here as well for some of you. What's happening in your sixth house? Oh yes, so we do have the full moon eclipse in your sixth house, which is also the house of health, of course. So maybe with this full moon eclipse, you can remove some bad habit. And since this is coming on in the love part of the reading, it might be some kind of habit that has perhaps negatively affected your love life. It could be anything from substances to maybe just the way you approach love. You know, sometimes we learn wrong ways to actually feel loved, you know. So maybe it's time for you to actually work on that as well. You have worked a lot, but maybe just a little bit more will actually provide you with this kind of real good release here, you know, especially from traumas, because this full moon eclipse is in sextile to the 8th house, which is house of trauma and healing, and it's also in a square to 9th house. So perhaps some kind of a new philosophy will be born out of this friction in this full moon eclipse that's happening in your 6th house, okay? Okay, so meditation will definitely help. Okay, and yeah, if you're having trouble sleeping or something, you can also put, because you do have a lot of activity in your 12th house, which is a house of sleep, you can also put a clove of garlic underneath your pillow. That should help you actually sleep. Okay, now let's move on to the tarot part of the reading. Yes, you heard me well. One clove of garlic, just a small part like this in the skin. You can put it underneath your pillow as you go to sleep to have better rest and sleep as well. You know, it's considered to be protection from vampires, but you know, not vampires in a movie kind of way, but the emotional drainage vampires, people who sometimes drain our energy, you know. Just think of a conversation when you're with the person and you come all happy and jolly, and when you leave the conversation you feel kind of drained. Those are called the emotional vampires. So you can protect yourself from those with the garlic, okay? And there's some honey here too. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's clarify a bit with tarot. What do we have for you? But this looks like you're really on a good road and you're just like there. Okay, we will have a full moon next month in your 7th house, so you might bring about a partner. Oh, we have Page of Cups. We have Justice. Okay, so Justice for underneath the vampire garlic. So that's a good omen. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have these two cards coming through together, and I'm gonna leave them like that. Okay. So maybe you were kind of resisting this change for a long time. I mean, you setting your boundaries here and finding your own peace without a partner. Okay. It's funny how this two look at that. Like, all right. You mean, okay. Let's see. We have enough. Okay, one more. I take the bottom. Okay, Venus. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's see, what do we have here for you? Okay, yeah. So I feel like most of you have been kind of resisting this change, and you investing in yourself. Perhaps you have spent so much time fixated on a relationship and investing in the relationship that it was kind of hard actually to move on your own and do what's best for you, okay? There's a saying, in love with love, okay? So for some of you, maybe you're in love with the love and the feeling of being in love rather than in the qualities of the person that we are dealing here with, because we do have the Justice card here for a reason. I guess this situation was not really healthy, but here's the Justice underneath the garlic, and it looks like you can transmute this energy really fast here as something from your past if you need healing. I mean, yeah, we do have Pluto still transiting through your 8th house of trauma and intimacy, and Pluto might have caused over there some kind of really a relationship or a person that you're fixated on and think that you really love, and now you're kind of really healed from that, and you learned your lesson in knowing that you need to love yourself more, and you need to love yourself truly, that you can actually manifest a right kind of partner for you that will you know, be easy to communicate with the King of Swords and the House Tree here, and easy to connect to on the emotional level with the Water and the Page of Cups here, okay? So it looks like this fixation might be still there for some of you, because this card is a bit, it's in reverse than is here underneath the fixed card. But you might have a different perspective on it in a month of May. And I think for those of you who are still kind of entangled with this, you know, there might be some cord cutting you can do to release yourself from this grasp, okay? If you're still hung up on some person that you know is no good for you, you can use the cord cutting method, and that will clearly help as well. Okay, you do have some frequencies for cord cutting, you do have meditations for cord cutting. Just choose whatever resonates with you, what feels right, okay? Okay, because that will actually bring true love into manifestation, okay? Because you have done a lot of work, okay? There's just, it seems, this one thing that you need to kind of let go of, that you kind of fixated on, okay? For those of you who are single, we do have a lot of water here, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces might be coming your way. Strength is a Leo card as well. Scorpio double, because we have the Death card here. And King of Swords as well. Those are like air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Is there anything else here for you? Just love yourself, okay? Give and receive, see love, find value, and see beauty, okay? I think you're on a good track here, Gemini. Just this little thing that you need to release, but you will. You will, okay? I think the main card here you need to take is this one. Strength and garlic. Cutting cords, protecting yourself, and discerning what is good for you and what is not good for you. I think you're on a really good path there, okay? All right. So let's finish off this reading. I'll just leave this up here because it's very important, I feel. All right, so think of a specific question, dear Gemini, and I will answer it directly from the book. Let me find the book. The book is here, okay? Okay, so try to think of one question, okay, that we have a straight-on answer. Whatever you want to know about, just think about that one question. And we have too many cards again. Okay. We have Dragonfly Spirit, Truth transcends illusion. We have Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. And we have the Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Okay, let me just see. You had, of course, more questions. There are more people watching, or you personally had more questions. Let me just see which card am I guided to. That one, okay. So we will keep those. Those are like side questions, but this is the answer to the main question that you have. Dragonfly Spirit, Truth transcends illusion. So let me just find that in a book. 22. Okay, Dragonfly Spirit. Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as Dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fear dissipates as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Aligning when you are preoccupied, Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have the experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. Pay attention to the signs now. They remind you that each of us have inspired dreams seamlessly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world, and there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces, guiding us on our journey. Open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insight your conscious mind overlooks. All right, that's all I have for you in this reading, dear Gemini, but you can also enjoy the readings I made for your rising sign and your moon sign as well. Thank you for sharing your time with me, wonderful Gemini. It was a pleasure to read for you. Please comment what kind of videos would you like me to create for you and the impressions of this reading. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when the pick a card readings are out, and have a beautiful May.